Hello again, my name's Gabe Zollner. What did I read? Well, oh, I know. I read a little article that was rather interesting. Got a question. How many men out there have talked to their wives and asked them to make something for dinner when they came home from work? When they'd be home from work? How many men out there, when you got home from work, found that your wife either didn't bother to make dinner or made something different than she had said based on the request that you had made? And what happens if and when that happens? Well, the article that I read yesterday, I believe, was that a Muslim, I think a 75-year-old Muslim, had called and told his wife that when he comes home, he wants to have roasted goat for dinner. Well, when he got home, she had prepared a lintel meal, and he became enraged, and he beat her to death. Yeah, she was a 66-year-old woman, and he beat her to death. Now, the defense is saying that in his country, what he did is acceptable. It's legal. The defense said he didn't mean to kill her. He just meant to beat her because she didn't comply with his wishes. Once again, in his country, it's acceptable. Meaning that if he was back in his country, which is probably somewhere in the Middle East, there's no probably about it, then he wouldn't be on trial for anything. But in our country, based on the laws that we have here, he committed murder. And apparently the defense is trying to get it brought down to manslaughter because he didn't intend to kill her. Well, if he didn't intend to kill her, the gouges in her head, based on the force of the impacts, wouldn't be there. Now the concern is, if you get yourself a judge that is empathetic to the ways of the world and the country that he's from, who knows what's going to happen. But how insane is this? How insane is this? You ask your wife on the phone, honey, I'd like to have some roasted goat. You come home, you find something other than roasted goat, and you beat her to death. You tell me these people are normal. The problem is, this is the way they were brought up. This is what they know. This is why they're so effing dangerous. They're not normal. What is normal? Well, normal is when you take a certain cross-section and they all agree that anything outside of that is abnormal. I think beating your wife to death because she didn't make you roasted goat when that's what you expected is abnormal. Doesn't mean that he's insane. It's abnormal for the way our minds work, but it's normal for the way their minds work. Scary times, folks. Real scary times. We'll see what happens. He should be convicted for murder. But who knows? You get one of these liberal judges, who knows? I told you what I think. So what do you think?